Hey guys, I'm back again with another video. And in this one, we finally have something that I was really excited to check out. And it's none other than the Samsung Galaxy Book 6 Ultra. Now, first of all, I have to admit, I'm a pretty big fan of Galaxy Books in general. If you look back, I've tried quite a lot of them personally, and I always found them interesting because Samsung usually tries to make them very slim, very premium, and very elegant. I tried, for example, Galaxy Book 4 Pro 360, Galaxy Book 4 Ultra, Galaxy Book Edge. Right here, for example, I still have my Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360. And this one has been my personal Galaxy Book for around a year now. It's a 360-degree notebook, so of course, you can use it like a normal laptop, but you can also flip it around and use it like a tablet. It also has an S Pen included. It's good for art, you can draw on it. It has a very slim design as you can see, and overall, I really enjoyed my time using it. For my personal use, it was honestly very solid. For a premium lightweight notebook, the experience was actually really good. The display is one of the things I like the most. It's an AMOLED touch display. Colors look beautiful, contrast is great, nice anti-reflective coating that makes the screen look very clean and premium, and also it's quite useful outdoor. The trackpad is also huge as you can see, like it's bigger than the palm of my hand. The keyboard feels good and the whole notebook feels very thin and easy to carry around. And another thing I appreciated is the cooling. Other Galaxy books, if you know, especially because they were so slim, could get really hot, especially like intermediate lake chips. Some of them also became loud under load. Even like the Galaxy Book 4 Ultra had thermal throttling issues in my case, like I had to downclock the CPU to make sure that it doesn't get so hot. Also, GPU was kind of thermal throttling. But with this Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360 that is rocking Intel Lunar Lake, my experience was significantly better. It still gets warm, of course, but for normal use, it stayed pretty quiet, and also I didn't experience any kind of stuttering that I did in the previous models. And I didn't feel like it was overheating all the time, at least. Honestly saying, given this size, it was really great. So overall, I would say the Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360 was a really good experience for me personally. But today, this one is not the main topic. Today, we are finally stepping up and opening the new Galaxy Book 6 Ultra. Now, before opening it, let me quickly show you the exact models that I got, because there are actually many models of the same Galaxy Book 6 Ultra. It's model 960 UJH-XG6. So this is a version that I have here in Europe, and the specs are actually very interesting. It comes with Windows 11 Home, of course, an Intel Core Ultra 7 356H, so a Panther Lake-based CPU from Intel, 32GB of LPDDR5X memory on board, and a 1TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD. As for the GPU, as I said, this one has a dedicated NVIDIA RTX 5060 with 8GB of VRAM. And as you can see, it's 80-watt version. So this is the part what makes me really curious, because having an RTX GPU inside a laptop this slim is always interesting. But the real question is, how well can it cool it? That's exactly what I want to test later in future videos. The display is also, as you can see, a 16-inch AMOLED touch display. As you see, like Samsung changed the packaging a little bit compared to previous years, and I will say it looks like cleaner and more modern. It still has that Samsung minimal style, very simple, very clean, nothing too crazy, but honestly, I like it. So inside the box, as you see, we don't really get much. We have this USB Type-C cable, and from what I see, given that this laptop is like an ultra performance laptop, its charging cable is like 5 amps. As you see, it's like bigger compared to the Galaxy Book 361. Like it has a wider and more thick cable than that one, and it's 2 meters. as you see. Hopefully this cable should be able to handle higher power charging. But interestingly, there is no power brick included as you see. They used to include it, but they stopped to do that. So unfortunately, that's a sad thing. So just keep that in mind. You get the cable, but you don't get the charger anymore. Other than that, as you see inside the box, we just have some documents like some paperwork, etc. And again, just to be clear, there is no S Pen included as it is with the Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360. So first impression, I will say that it looks a little bit thicker compared to the Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360. Let me get it so you see a little bit what I'm talking about. Here on the Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360, you have like on its end, like here where there are the ports, it looks a little bit thicker, but then it gets thinner and thinner and thinner toward the front. You see, if I put them next to each other, you see here is the front of the Galaxy Book 6 Ultra, and it still has the same equal thickness across its whole body. While Galaxy Book 5 Pro has a slope, it has a different shape. Yeah, but I can imagine, like, given that here we have a 5060, like you have a dedicated GPU, so you're gonna need more thickness in order to be able to have better cooling for it. So there is definitely a little bit different in terms of thickness, but I would say that they both look quite thin. And aesthetically, I will say it looks pretty much the same in terms of color, but you see the Galaxy Book 6 Ultra has Samsung logo positioned this way, like on the front. So this way, when you open it, you're gonna show off Samsung logo in this position, while on the previous ones, it used to be on the side. Just to be clear, like here is the difference. Here is the difference. So you see Samsung logo is now positioned top center, while before it used to be on the left. Also, in terms of air ventilation, you can see the difference. Here is Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360 exhaust area, and here is the Galaxy Book 6 Ultra exhaust area. You can see that here we have bigger holes, and even it has more depths. You can see it goes ever so slightly more. And in terms of intake, you see Galaxy Book 5 Pro had only this intake area. You see it's very small. While here on the Galaxy Book 6 Ultra, you see it's significantly larger. Also, if you look at the shape here, it's a little bit different. And something nice that I noticed actually is that Samsung Galaxy Book 16-inch leather sleeves, they have it for quite some time. They didn't really release a new one. Here's my Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360 16-inch, and you see it can fit on pretty well, and there is a spot actually for the S Pen. I'm gonna try to see if it's compatible with this Galaxy Book 6 Ultra, and surprisingly it is. So it's also compatible with this one. So in case you have it, or in case you are looking for like a sleeve, Galaxy Book 6 Ultra is fully compatible with it. So let's now focus on Galaxy Book 6 Ultra. So we have an SD card slot. We have an audio jack, that's nice. We have a USB 3 Type A. And on the rear, there is nothing. Here on the left side, we have an HDMI 2.1, and we have two Type-C ports. I believe one for charging and second one for use. Build quality feels premium and like metallic, and the color is very nice. It's gray. I got this one is gray. So I'm gonna try to open it with one hand so you see how hinge is stable. So it's actually very stable, I would say. You can easily open it and close it. Yeah, let's remove this one. So it comes protected also. And honestly, it can even be opened and closed with one finger. Like one finger, close, open. In terms of touchpad, I believe it's the same. Like it's large on both of them. As I said, on the Galaxy Book 5 Pro, it's large as well as this one. Here we have front speakers, here we don't. Here we have the Copilot on Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360 as well as Galaxy Book 6 Ultra. So Copilot button is present here. We didn't really talk about screen. Of course, here we don't have 360, so we cannot flip it. So that's the maximum you can reach. It's a glossy display, not matte. It has this anti-reflection coating that Samsung has been rocking on their premium devices. Also, Galaxy Book 5 Pro does have the same anti-reflection coating. I have to say that this one doesn't have an ARC GPU, since it has a GeForce RTX GPU, so it lacks any integrated GPU from Intel. Some of them do have, as far as I know, there are many models. It depends on your region. Like in here, in Europe, in Italy, we don't have one with Intel Arc GPU. So we have just with GeForce RTX 5060, 80 watt. So that's the one we have here, without Arc GPU. Let's turn it on for the first time and get on with it. I'm gonna use its cable, but I'm gonna use my own power adapter since there isn't any included. So I'm gonna use actually my trusty Asus ROG 140 watt power adapter. So I'm gonna use it. It has many ports, also one for notebook. And I'm gonna update you in case I got issues with it, like using 140 watt power adapter. If it was power limited, I'm gonna let you know about it in the pinned comment of this video. Of course, for the first time, you need to connect it to power, because otherwise it's not gonna turn on. Let me show you. It's gonna be locked. So unless you connect it to power, it won't turn on for the first time. So that's why you should connect it to power first. It's showing a green indicator for charging also. So it's probably full, or I'm not sure. Oh, now it's orange, indicating that it's actually charging. And here we have this nice charging interface. It has been changed. So here is the Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360 charging interface. You see, it has this battery and it shows you the clock, the date. It shows you the charging percentage. It actually looks nice, showing you how full it is. That was just a small detail. I just wanted to show you the difference. Now let's turn it on. Samsung Galaxy secured by Knox. I'm quite a Samsung fan, but I'm not gonna be biased about it. But still, I just wanted to say that I really like Samsung. And I'm actually shooting this video on my Galaxy S26 Ultra. Of course, you're gonna need to set up Windows for the first time. Spain isn't compatible. Just want to show you that it's not compatible. You see, if I press, nothing happens. So S Pen isn't compatible. It's not responding at all. While with touch, it's touch, but it's not S Pen compatible. That's the difference. So now we're gonna sit back and relax until all updates are done, and then we're gonna conclude this video. Future videos are gonna give you a clearer idea about this notebook. Like in general, I'm gonna put it in many tastes, in gaming taste, in performance taste, and try my best to cover it as much as possible, comparing it also to the Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360. Of course, that one uses an Intel Arc integrated GPU, while this one uses a dedicated GPU, an NVIDIA RTX 5060. But still, we're gonna see, like in terms of cooling also, how hot is a CPU chip called Git, like Lunar Lake versus Panther Lake. So here they are telling us about some AI stuff and features, getting the latest AI enhancements and security updates, explore Copilot on Windows, describe, find it like magic, using File Explorer, and take action on anything you see. Highlights, nice stuff. Recall, okay, translate. So we have some AI capabilities. So we can also choose to update later. So let's press update later. So you can also update later. I just want to get to Windows now. And then I'm gonna do all the updates. That's why I'm gonna make more than one video, because I can't do everything just in one. I'm gonna need more time to plan my videos, because you guys deserve only the best. If you would like me to test out a specific software or a game on it, please let me know in the comments below so I can just do it specifically for you. Actually, it has a new feature. As you see, it has this Microsoft presence sensing. Your PC has a presence sensor that can detect when you are near or away. Windows will use your PC presence sensors to automatically turn off your screen when you leave or wake your PC when you approach. Apps can request access to your presence to enable novel experiences. Presence sensor data is processed locally on device. I didn't have it on my previous Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360. It has a presence sensor that can detect when you are near or away. You see, it's a nice feature, so I'm gonna enable it. I still ought to do all Windows updates and driver updates, so I'm gonna spend a little bit of time doing that. Okay, here we are in Windows. I really love this wallpaper. It really looks nice. Like when Samsung first announced Galaxy Book 6 series, when I saw this wallpaper, I really loved it. I love how it looks. It looks very elegant, and it shows like how beautiful those AMOLEDs are. It looks very gorgeous, and it really fits well with the whole design of the notebook. Honestly saying, the notebook feels very premium and feels like an ultra category premium notebook, having everything all ready for you. Like it has an RTX GPU, it has Intel Core Ultra 7, Panther Lake. We didn't have an Ultra Galaxy Book since Galaxy Book 4 Ultra, and it was pretty awful if I want to remember about it, because it used to get very hot and throttle down. It had RTX 4070, the one that I used, and it used to throttle down quite a lot, and even the CPU would throttle down. So I had to disable back then CPU boost in order to be limited by the base clock of it. So yeah, that was the only solution that I found. It has fixed stutter for me. So hopefully with this one, I'm gonna check it out, and in case it was needed, I'm gonna just do it and let you know. Anyway guys, that was it for this video. I really hope that you had fun and enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm gonna make more videos about Galaxy Book 6 Ultra in terms of performance, cooling, testing it, comparing it against Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360 in terms of performance, gaming, productivity, some features, so we can see the difference in terms of features. Also Samsung Galaxy experience, like Galaxy apps, Galaxy features, AI features, comparing those stuff. So I hope that you stay tuned to the channel by subscribing to be up to date with all of that. I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.